And this is exactly how you treat your children. If you treat a 10 years old like a man, he will behave like a man. You treat him like just baby, keep him baby until he starts giving you hard time. And then number 4, the coming of the time. The time has to be there for you to pray the salah. So what necessitates a salat is the time has come. Like now we cannot pray dhuhr. It's not yet dhuhr. It's 10 minutes to 11. We can't pray dhuhr until the sun is on top of our heads. Even if you don't have a watch. Once you see the sun on top of your head, that's dhuhr. And then number 5, purity of our Muslim sisters from their periods and their nifas. Now what are the conditions of making the salat valid? So we talked about conditions of necessity and obligatory acts of salat. Now what makes the salat correct, valid? Conditions of making salat. Now I know, if I am not a Muslim, I can't pray. If I am underage, I cannot pray. If I am insane, I cannot pray. If I have a period and I am a woman, I cannot pray. But if I have none of the above, or I have, mashallah, fulfilled those, I must pray. Now what makes me, when I pray, my salat is correct? This is where most Muslims have problems with. Number 1, tahara, cleanliness. And that's why we took the whole Saturday yesterday just to talk about cleanliness. Tahara. From the small hadath, which necessitates wudu. Hadath means urine, defecation, and passing gas. This is hadath. Urine, passing gas, defecation, wadi and madi. This is called hadath. It necessitates only the wudu. Number 2, and most of you fail here. Are you ready? Showing the awrah. Showing the awrah, the private part. Your private part is from your belly button up to your knees. There is what we call al-awrah al-mughallada, and that is what we call al-awrah. Al-awrah al-mughallada means the private part. And there is the private part. Private part in Islam is between your belly button and your, subhanallah, knees. You cannot show above your knees, guys. You be careful. Even when you play basketball, when you swim, fear Allah. When you sleep, you cannot sleep with something very short. It has to be between your belly button up to your knees. Alright, so no Muslim should pray with something shorter, or that might get shorter when he sits. You might wear a bermuda, which is long. You might cover yourself with something long, but when you sit, it goes a little bit, then your salat is invalid. If you pray, you did not pray. Allah Yawm al-Qiyamah will say, I didn't accept this salat called dhuhr, because look at you. Your tahara was there, you pray, you were in the masjid, but look. So why should you have to be sensitive to these things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ يَا بَنِي آدَمَ خُذُوا زِينَتَكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ. O children of Adam, take your beauty. Make sure you look good when you are about to pray. And you don't look good when you have a very short, or you show part of your awrah. You don't look good at all. Number 3, facing the Qiblah. Facing the Qiblah is a condition for your salat to be valid. If you don't face the Qiblah, you have no salat. And we will talk about Qiblah if we are traveling on an aeroplane or in a bus where you cannot really sit correctly. That comes, but put in your mind that you cannot pray anywhere you want. If you are in a hotel and you don't know the Qiblah, ask. It's not your, where is the north? Show me the north. I'm in room 307. Where is the north? They say, sir, the north is towards the door. Or towards where is your TV? They help you. Then you move a little bit to your right hand side and pray. which is northeast in America. Very simple. You cannot just say, Allah will accept. Who told you Allah will accept? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَحَيْثُ مَا كُنْتُمْ, wherever you are, فَوَلُّوا وُجُوهَكُمْ شَطْرًا, turn your face towards the Qiblah, towards Masjid al-Haram. Wherever you are, so it's a command. Wherever you are, turn your face towards it. Wherever you are. Wherever you are. Pay attention. Wherever you are. What does that mean? That Islam will spread. Islam will spread. He's talking to Sahaba, barely contained in Medina. This ayah, when it was revealed in Medina. Now here they are in Medina, and Allah is telling them wherever you are, in worldwide, meaning Islam will spread. Alhamdulillah, it's in South Africa, North America, everywhere, Asia, and you see Muslims. If you look at the world when Muslims pray, different times and one direction. Everybody worshipping Allah in different times. Every 4 minutes there is adhan worldwide. If you get out from the world and look at the sun, look at the earth, and Allah opens your ears to hear, you hear adhan every 4 minutes. But people are busy, mashallah. Now what are the fara'id of the salat? So we talked about conditions of wujub al-salat, what makes salat wajib only. If I am a Muslim, and if I am sane, and if I am an adult, and if I am a woman and I have lost my period, and I lost my postpartum, that's it, I'm over with, I'm clean now, then I must pray. That means wajib. What makes my salat valid is 3 things. Never forget that. Tahara, you have to be clean, absolutely clean. Without cleanliness, there is no salat. Without wudu, you are out. And if you made wudu but you didn't do it correctly, you are also out. Number 2, covering the private part. And for the woman, everything, except her face and hands. Guys, pay attention. Tell your wives, tell your mothers, tell your sisters, your daughters, teach them that, mom, when you pray, only your face and hands can be seen. She cannot pray while her neck is showing, her back. Another awrah for some brothers. Some brothers are, mashallah, every size. Their size is XXXXL. May Allah help us from them. When they pray, you see part of their bottom here, same, that's no salat. You tell that brother nicely. Say, brother, would you please, that's why it's always nice to wear something long when you pray. You see part of their back, you know what I mean by that. That's not right. That's awrah. That's awrah. Alright, now what are the conditions, the fara'id of salat? Fara'id means compulsory items of the salat. It's very important to know what is fard and what is sunnah of the salat. So that if you miss something, you know how to make it up. And now I need really your brains. Number one fard of the salat. No. Standing. You must stand up. You don't pray sitting. You don't pray lying down. You don't pray sleeping. You have to stand up. And I will tell you why you have to stand up shortly, inshallah. The salat will not be valid for a person who can stand if he sits. And it will not be valid for somebody who lies down if he can sit. So you have to stand up. Because Allah said, وَقُومُوا لِلَّهِ قَانِتِينَ. The Quran says, and stand up for Allah. When you pray, stand up. You're gonna face subhanAllah. And the Prophet ﷺ told Sayyidina Imran ibn Husayn, may Allah be pleased with him, he told this Sahabi who was suffering from hemorrhoids. He had terrible hemorrhoids. He came to him and said, Ya Rasulullah, I am under a lot of pain. There were no medicine at that time, the way we have. Can you find me an excuse